Greetings! Welcome back to Dyson Sphere program. Almost said satisfactory for a moment. I don't know why. I'm Ben Pearson, the Roadster Tracker. We are continuing to explore the planet, and I think we're pretty much done with our initial thing. Now, you know, there's a lot that's still going to have to happen, but we have processors, we have them in large supply, and that's going to be good enough for the moment. Ooh, we have 53 solar panels in this box. Nice. Let's go put a little bit more power just to make sure that there's plenty of power here always. We'll take some solar panels back with us probably too, so we can have a little bit of power on our other site. From solar power. Solar power has its advantages. It's a lot easier to put close. Let's go right here. Then there maybe. And then around here and okay, that should do. Still getting pretty good solar power, and we don't really need any more. Okay, we should have enough graphene to make it back without any issues. So what we're gonna do, let's leave our gatherers here. Should do something with traffic monitors. We'll leave the belts, sorters, power poles. Okay. Take as many of these as we can get. One last flight, I think, to just looking for our coal vein that we've pierced. We have the power pole trail, but obviously not super easy to find. A little bit more coal back here. Oops. Just want to make sure we have plenty of power for our trip home, that's all. You don't want to run out of power on your way back. That's a really, really bad time. A real bad time. Just not seeing where we left that. Maybe I gotta check the map. Oh well. We should be fine. Let's just go ahead and top off our power here. Okay. Let's configure the star map to head back to Myriac 4. Okay. Start heading right on target, and then we're going to increase our speed. We're going to try not to deplete our power too terribly much. But we will use most of the power that we have stored up Okay. Looks like we're on a decent track. Let's go ahead and burn all of our power again. I'm keeping an eye on the battery meter on the bottom in case you're curious how we're assessing our battery burn power. Okay. Looking pretty good. We're gonna impact. Woo! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tried a little bit too hard to not hit it. Now we have no power whatsoever. It looks like we are actually in an orbit. So it looks like we're gonna come back down. Okay, now we're on the ground. So we have low power, but we do have power. Just trying to figure out where we're at. Okay, we're at the solar sail production. Good. So let's take a little bit of graphene here. Now we should have plenty of fuel. We just need to get our battery refilled. Let's actually stay next to this wireless transmitter for a little scooch. So we have a bunch of these processors. We have the solar panels as well. But let's start by getting some EM injector rails. Can only produce one. We probably need a bunch of steel. So let's go steal some steel. The unpainted variety is perfectly fine for this purpose. Okay. Still only produce one, probably the gears. Let's go just grab some gears from over here, I guess. Again, unpainted is fine because we don't actually have any. Oh. I was wrong. Maybe we needed all the things, who knows. This is just the painting itself. There's blue. We'll take some of the unpainted ones. Well, we can make 2 more of those, and then we need some gears. Yeah, I mean, we just need all the stuff. We're not making gears up here. Not surprising. All right. So we're just gonna orbit for a scooch. Trying to think about what to do. Well, let's come crash down here. So we have the EM ejectors. Let's go ahead and start shooting off a few. Start off our Dyson Sphere program. So this should pretty radically increase the amount of power available. Although, power's not really our issue at the moment. Whoops. Except for suit power. Wander around for a scooch. I mean, we just need to be able to burn our fuel faster. We have plenty of fuel, we just need to burn it faster. Okay. So let's go set up. This is where we would need the ejectors. Okay. So we have the solar sails there. So what we're gonna do, let's just find a nice line somewhere we can put these down. Say right here.
An EM rail ejector. You have taken the first step to build the Dyson Sphere. Now you can use it to send solar sails into space for forming the Dyson Swarm. Each EM rail ejector requires to set up orbit and supply with solar sails. Also, you can use copy and paste to set orbits. If you want a Dyson Swarm orbit to become more diversified, you can click the Dyson Sphere button in the lower left corner of the screen to open the Dyson Sphere panel. Make your customization however you want.
Okay, so let's get these things loaded in. And then we need to power it somehow. Powering these things is always a little bit of a pain. Oof. So now we have a Dyson Sphere, a Dyson Swarm specifically, that is starting, which is kind of a precursor. It's just, a Dyson Sphere is you have a big giant shell all around the planet. A Dyson Swarm is you have a bunch of small spheres that are around the sun. And the idea is to capture the entire energy that's coming from the sun. Now, I didn't take any pure silica because, oops, but we can get some from here. Unpainted is fine. Oh, we need a bunch of the magnetic rings too. Yeah, our power is kind of desperate at the moment. Just kind of. Consumption of 1 terajoules power. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna need more photon combiners as well. Okay, let's close that achievement. It is a very good achievement, but it's kind of an annoying pop-up. Okay. Ray receiver right there.
You built a ray receiver, which can receive the high-energy rays transmitted from the Dyson sphere and directly input them to the power grid. However, caused by the ray receiving efficiency, the ray receiver's requested power will be larger than the documented output power of the Dyson sphere. You can keep it working or upgrade technologies to increase the ray receiving efficiency.
So we could do that, and we will eventually, probably. But for now, let's just make sure we're getting this power back to our base. Yeah, they actually don't have that much power. But part of it is because we don't have enough Dyson Swarm elements. The solar sails, we need more of those. We'd be able to produce a fair bit more power. We don't actually need all of the power we're getting either, so that's not really that big of a deal. We may have to foundation the pole. It's too valuable of real estate to not take advantage of it. Okay. So photon energy is something else we could do later on, but for now we're doing pretty decent. We just need more. Well, what's this? Total requested power. Yeah, so we're quite a bit less in our ability to supply power, but this is fine. This is a good start. We could put down more ejectors and all of that kind of stuff, but you know, we have the power. We're just trying to play with it at the moment. Wow, I thought I'd been recording for longer than this. Time flies when you're doing Dyson spheres. Let's pick up a couple of these so we can make more ray receivers, but let's see what the problem is. It's probably we don't have enough launchers. Yeah, that's really the issue. I mean, the real problem is that the launchers only work so often. Need more gears, so we need a lot of iron and some gears. Iron or gears, one or the other. We're gonna have to automate making these probably, but yeah, we'll get there. So those are all the machines that make the gears. Okay. We really need to start making these devices because it'll be more efficient. And they're kind of expensive things, so we may as well do it efficiently. There's an optimum latitude for these. I don't really care about that. So soon as they can. Oh look, you can actually see the ring around here too, and we can actually use this power on some of the other objects as well. We should be able to start firing soon into the the Dyson Swarm. Yep, there we go. Look at this. We have a whole bunch of these stored. Wow. Okay. May as well store more. These are as painted as I can possibly make them. And it does take quite a bit of power. So effectively, all of these guys, their power is going into, you know, it'll increase the amount of power we have at the base, but the one ray receiver, all of the power that they're generating is going to firing things off during the daytime. So now our power is going to start varying quite a bit depending on what time of day it is, because, you know, this takes considerable power, but it's only active so long. All right, it's really time, guys. We need to do yellow cubes. So yellow cubes need titanium crystals. So we're gonna have to take titanium back to mule it, or we could just, well, the crystals need organic crystals. So we're gonna have to make these organic crystals with oil. Let's just see what's out here. So Mirak 1 doesn't have anything rare. Mirak 2, it's high wind area, interesting. Very little coal, no silicon, a lot of stone, which we don't really need. And then what about our gas giant here? Has hydrogen and deuterium. That actually will be quite handy, but not so much in this short term. So what are we gonna do? Now obviously the titanium's gonna come from here, but you know, we need something for the organic. This has crude oil that's rare, and nothing else has anything rare. Probably could do another ray receiver at this point in time. So I think the titanium's gonna have to come back to here. Do I have another ray receiver that I've built? No. Let's build one. More of those super magnetic rings. It's just so cool seeing those fire off. Now they have a limited lifespan for now. They eventually will have virtually unlimited, but that's gonna take a little while. Diamond paint, it's probably this direction. Yes. Let's just pick up a couple of these guys. Well, let's pick up all of them. Okay, and then we're gonna get one more ray receiver built. Okay, let's do 2, and we'll do another EM rail. Was a little bit tempted to... Eventually, we're probably going to do a blueprint that will cover all of this, just real nice and easily. But I was tempted to build this on the other pole, but it was too far. Ooh, listen to that. See, right now, the Dyson Sphere is actually about right. So we're going to put one more of these here. Now, you know, we're requesting way more power, but we're obviously not going to get it all. Okay, we're doing on time. Let's stock up on some supplies again. Let's take... We're going to dump our processors too. EM rail, we'll leave that here. This other ray receiver, though, we're going to take it to the other planets. Let's take a stack of these. Oh, let's take a couple of stacks of belt. Processors for now, they can go here. We'll leave the kimberlite ore here. The stone, we'll dump you in here. We didn't paint, whatever, doesn't matter. Buildings we're probably producing, we probably have plenty. Smelters, maybe? Still hasn't even gotten painted yet that comes here. Wow. Some things we use way more than others. Let's go ahead and take a stack of wind turbines. And I'll take one stack of arc smelters. We'll leave the partial one. Same thing with the gatherers. They on the other side. Oh, here they are.
You can use the R key to rotate the mining machine for covering more veins. The more veins covered, the faster the ores will be gathered. If you want to ignore grid snapping, try holding down the shift key.
We already have been doing that trick for forever. Game. Wonder which one it was that we finished using. Probably the copper. Well, I don't know. Let's get the last rail ejector going. The longer line is better for a lot of reasons. And then we'll be able to get more power at our other site, which will be handy for some of the stuff we got going on here. Okay. Copy, paste, paste. And then they are firing off. Good. That'll do, I guess. Okay. Let's also pick up some fuel before we go. Your solar sails successfully launched. There's 1,000 solar sails. Dyson Swarm so bright. Nice. We're starting to use a lot more of this.
The amount of your solar sails has reached a certain scale, and they have formed a Dyson Swarm around the star. You should be able to clearly see it right now. To receive such energy, you have built a ray receiver to absorb the transmission, where Dyson Swarm can generate power simultaneously. Every solar sail launched for a certain life cycle. If you want to maintain the Dyson Swarm, you have to continue injecting the solar sails.
I think that's the one. Is it V? Icarus. So we are heading here. What's our speed? It's decent. We can go a little bit faster maybe, but not too terribly much. I should have got more of the long-range transmission poles. I always forget stuff like that. Help us charge a little bit better. That's very, very cleanly visible though. It's only a part of the arc, which is a little sad. Oh, we hit orbit. That's actually quite handy, as opposed to just crashing down on the surface. I should have probably tried to get more geothermal. Maybe we have the stuff for those. I don't know. Okay, here's where we're coming down. First order of business. We need to get rid of a couple of these. Probably just those ones. Dyson Sphere program. We're gonna put array receiver. Yep. Seems like we can actually maybe do this thing the right way. Let's try this. Nope. Let's try... Okay, we can build a ring around this way. Okay, looking fine. Okay, so the Dyson Swarm, yeah, we're requesting more power from it than we're getting, but we're doing fine. Let's come over here. So all we really need to do is to get our titanium going. Do we have the storage for... Yeah, we have plenty of storage. Plenty of storage. So all we're gonna do Let's line up, it looks like this one. And along here. Put one more row just for good measure. Yeah, we're hardly touching our power. It's so awesome. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't know if we need to... Oh, those are water pumps. I was like, how did I only get that many smelters? But those are water pumps. We don't really need water here. This planet doesn't even really have water. Okay. Next, let's put in 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna smelt some titanium ingots. Well, this'll do. Control C. Oh wait, we gotta get the sorters down. That's just silly if we don't have these. Who could make such a basic and unforgivable mistake? Oh, whoops. Anyways, Control C one more. Don't know quite how long this needs to be, so we'll... Oh, this is pretty fast. We probably don't need the extra line. It does take in 2. So really... we don't need these 3 at all. Oh, we're actually backing up. Alright, never mind then. Don't know how many we need. Well, we're probably backing up because we have nothing to put it in. Okay, let's try this. Okay, this should do. So the titanium, then we need to make this into titanium crystals, which we're gonna do that next time. We're gonna set up a new oil site at our other base just to do that. I'll take some more processors though, and we'll figure out some other stuff while we're here. Thanks guys for everything. Until next time, keep on tracking. Take care. We will see you then. Bye bye.